to great. There is no other option.
And your NCAA champion, Robbie Cruz.
We're going back to Omaha!
Play a high level of basketball and a game that's fun to watch.
We are a team, capital letters, team.
He's now called national champion, which is really neat.
Now we make it happen out there. Let's finish this thing on the field.
Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by Geico, the Virginia Athletics Foundation, the Virginia Lottery, and by UVA Health System.
On this edition of Cavalier Sports Weekly,
I really believe that we have the talent to have a very successful ball club.
To Mitchell, he feeds ahead to Scott, ahead of the pack, he plunges it through with a one-hand jam.
Welcome to Cavalier Sports Weekly. I am Jontel Evans from the men's basketball team. We have a lot of great highlights on today's show, but first let's take a look at our highlights against Florida State.
Comes the inbound pass, it'll be sent in. Ball was dropped by Dulkis right to Mitchell. He feeds ahead to Scott, ahead of the pack. He plunges it through with a one-hand jam, and Virginia strikes first in emphatic fashion. It's 2-0. Pumpakes goes by White, now pulls up his shot all the way in. Good to see Mike knock down one of those rhythm jumpers from 16 feet away. Transition pass, he feeds it ahead to Harris. Harris holds on to it, gives it back to Evans, who lays it in off the window. Wing left out of Louts. Pumpakes passes it out. Miller goes into the air, knocks down a three-pointer. Big half, Michael Snare, defended by Zaglinski, puts on a nice move. His shot altered by Harris on the help side, but James there to clean it up.
I thought in the first half, we weren't attacking the game on either end. We were playing around Florida State offensively. We weren't going at them. We weren't solid with the ball. Even defensively, I thought we were just lukewarm.
Pump faking from three. Evans stays with it, puts a hand in his face, alters the shot. Rebound batted right back up and in from the long arms.
And then in the second half, I said, if you're going to have a chance to win this game, you're going to have to go get it. And as far as just how you screen, how you try to get to the lane, and play with just a more aggressiveness and assertiveness, not taking bad shots, but being assertive. And they did that, obviously, up to a certain point.
Stepped out, feeds it out to Zaglinski, squeezes up a three, and splashes it through. Stops his dribble, feeds it to the cutting Mitchell, sends underneath to Scott, who lays it in up close. Near wing left. He's crossing over on his man, takes it to the land of trees. Pumpakes now backs it out. Harris fires away from three, and he knocks it down. All of a sudden, the three-pointers are falling, and Virginia's back to within three. Virginia with the basketball, now by three. Here's a nice feed to Mike Scott, who missed the dunk, but he gets his own rebound, and he stuffs it down the second time. Oh, what a play! A foul on the play. Defended by Gibson, sends a cross-court feed. Harris uncorks the three, and he rattles it through. Virginia by two. The first lead of the second half. We are nearly 5 minutes in. 7 to shoot now. He pulls up, puts up a contested shot of his own.
I thought our energy was definitely better in the second half than the first half, and we battled back in and we actually got up double digits.
Evans into the front court, feeds it down low. Mike Scott behind the defense, lays it in with a foul. Back and forth a couple times. Here's a pass now to Scott. He fades away, fires up the jumper, and splashes it through. Big Mike with another big bucket. 24 points now for the senior, and it's a 5-point lead again. The near far wing right, Harris sends to Zaglinski. Shot clock winding down. He loads up and drills the three-pointer from the far wing right.
That's the one where Joe got the offensive foul, and then they hit the three. That was certainly costly, and then they hit it. That one of them was very uncontested. Miller made a couple of tough shots with a hand in the face, made some plays, but that hurt.
He's defended by Mitchell. Dribbles with a left hand, feeds it out. Dulkis alone. Three-pointers up and good. We're all tied. A 13-2 run.
They just hit tough shot after tough shot after tough shot, and we were careless with the ball on the offensive end.
You can look, it's not just one thing. It's a turnover. It's it's not getting a stop. All of a sudden they score quick. You know, they got to the layup, got to the rim off of a flat screen. A couple of defensive breakdowns. I don't know if we're hugging our guy or they're so aggressive they make a play. And then the other team, you know, making some big shots, which Miller made at least 2 down the stretch. So I think a combination of those things happened. And, you know, we talked about playing it to win. You had to. But once again, we couldn't come up with it. It would have been a great way for Sammy and Mike to go out, but unfortunately it's not.
15 seconds to shoot. Now to Evans. Evans looks to set it up with 10 seconds to shoot. Jontel near wing left, feeds to Zaglinski. Sammy, top of the arc, puts it on the floor, takes it in traffic. They don't want Virginia to get a crack. 6 seconds to play. Now Miller, near wing right. He fires up an off-balance 3. It's in. That will do it. A buzzer beater for the Seminoles. They will steal one here at the John Paul Jones Arena.
They made the play, we didn't, and that was the difference.
We just gave that one away. That was our last chance to play, you know, the top teams in ACC. You know, we lost to Duke, UNC swept us, so and Florida State already had a win against us, so that was our last chance to be one of the best teams, and we had it, but we gave it away.
Running the baseline. There's the pass. Zaglinski launches up a three-quarter court shot. It just misses wide right. So that's going to do it. 63-60.
I told the guys, you know, I know this stings. I wish I had words to make you feel a little better. It stings, but you're going to be all right. And, you know, you don't have a ton of games left, so you tapped into the assertiveness against a team like Florida State that you better have, or you won't even be in the game. They wouldn't have even been in it if they didn't find that for that stretch.
Yeah, the ball's going to fall one day. You know, we just got to keep playing hard, keep staying together, and just, you know, keep improving. It's going to bounce our way.
Welcome back to the show. This week, our women's basketball team competes in the ACC tournament. Here are highlights from their opening game against Boston College.
And we are underway here in the Atlantic Coast Conference Tournament, and Virginia's got the possession with Franklin on the right wing. Franklin goes to Shine on the right baseline, back out to Tara Franklin, and she'll dribble to the top of the key and give it to Gerson between the circles. Man-to-man for Boston College. Moore will give it to Gerson on the right wing, driving hard right baseline, a little short runner. The laser goes down, and it is 2-0 Virginia, 24 seconds in. Rough and trapped by Moore, and Franklin got it into the front court to Tessa Holt. Holt looking baseline on the backdoor cut by Brown, who hits the reverse layup off the window. And finally, BC able to get on the board here. Ruffin in the lane and has it stolen by Moore. Took it right from her. Moore coming back the other way will challenge Holt. Little inside out move off the window and good. Right baseline and hit the deck. Moore's got 9 in the first half, and Virginia leads by 10, 15-5. Wolf, little shot fake to a trailing Franklin for the trail 3. Down the well for Tara Franklin. 18-7, Virginia by 11 at 10:30. Right wing to Carrie Shields. Back out to Holt at the top of the key. Drives hard with the left hand. Threw up a right hand runner, banking good. Moore crossing over, and now we'll kick it to Franklin. Open for another 3. Right wing, good again. Tara Franklin has 10 points in the first half. Moore's got 9, and these two are leading this team. Virginia 21-9 at 9 minutes. We'll give it to Shine at the free throw line. Shine back to Moore on the right wing. A step in 3. Ariana Moore again. 5 to shoot, 4 to shoot. Here's Moore with 3 to shoot. Moore kicks right corner to Franklin for 3. Why not?
Oh my goodness.
Why not? Franklin drops into 3. Virginia is on fire. 45-18 at 15:29, and a steal in the backcourt. Franklin lays it in with the left hand off the glass, and Virginia has put an onslaught on Boston College. 47-18 at 15:18. Franklin will skip it to Gerson. A left wing 3. Good again. Virginia is shooting the lights out of the Greensboro Coliseum. 61-32 at 7.5 minutes.
With just over a minute to go and you're up 31, it's easy just to let the game turn into a bad situation. And McCall's
drills a 3 from the right wing in front of Joanne Boyle.
She was a shooting guard in high school.
And it's going to be a tough matchup, but for us, I think it's just going to come down to the little things. Just using the second game, we played them as a lesson, and bringing the intensity we had in the first game to this matchup. all we can do is just go hard. It's hard to beat a team 3 times, so we're just going to do what we do and focus on those things.
Last week, our men's lacrosse team hosted Stony Brook in their home opener. Here's the game story.
So the Seawolves attacking the goal. They shoot and score. Right out of the gates, it's Mike Rooney. Adams, a split dodge, fires and scores with the left hand from 15 yards out. Beat Fortunato off stick side, mid-torso area. Bumps it out to Rob. Emery distributes left wing. And a high blast by Matt White finds nylon. White rocks the net from 10 yards away, and the Hoos get their first goal. Beats it to Colin Briggs. Crossfield pass finds Owen Van Arsdale. Tucks it in with the right hand. Virginia leads 3-2. Van Arsdale with his first goal of the day. Feeds to Colin Briggs, rotated left side to Tucker. Buried it from 15. That's a cannon from the left side. Hoos have doubled up Stony Brook 4-2. Attacking down the right iron. Off his back foot, floats it past to White, touches over, and a shot to score. Colin Briggs, 5 straight from Virginia.
We kind of got the feeling early on if we just moved the ball and played our offense, we were going to get a good shot every time. And for the most part, if we didn't force it, we got a great shot every time.
And then it shot on top and the score. Virginia got the quick restart. Chris Bachman easily in, bearing down on the cage. To Tundo, dips it to the right corner, and a shot is wide left, but then Belt picked it up and fired it into the cage. Okay. There you go, Virginia with the ball right now with 1:05 to go in the quarter. Owen Van Arsdale, a low angle shot, and he scores. No angle, it doesn't matter, and Van Arsdale gives Virginia a 4-goal lead. Allocated left side to Conkerton, now to a cutting Stanwick, turns, fires low, and scores. A casual fist bump from the nation's best player, and Virginia doubles up Stony Brook 8-4.
It's pretty awesome, to be honest. I don't know if I ever thought I would get here, but it's quite an accomplishment, and it's kind of surreal. It hasn't really hit me yet, but it's I'm pretty humbled by it and proud of it.
His greatest skill, I would tell you, is that he makes the people around him better. And for an offensive playmaker, that's pivotal. We go on offense because of Steele Stanwick, because players know that if they move smartly and in a meaningful way, they're going to get the ball back in a better spot. And so he's our trigger, and it's like I say, our offense is in good hands.
Caught up, Rooney gives it left iron, and a low angle shot is hit and saved by Fortunato. To Bonanno, flick back to Campbell, his high-to-high shot easily picked by Rob Fortunato.
We knew we were going to see a quality Stony Brook team, and I have to attribute our success today to our defense. They gave me shots that I could see, and I had to come up with a save, and we got out, and overall it was a big win for all of us.
We got to be sharper and better. We're not good enough yet. We got to be working in practice and taking care of the details so that we are just playing a little bit cleaner and neater game. Like I say, meet back here when we're done. 100 and 100, but the game ball goes to Fortunato.
Welcome back to the show. Baseball season is well underway. Head coach Brian O'Connor previews this year's team.
One of our real strengths going into the season was the experience on our infield. And if you want experience anywhere on the field, from a position player standpoint, you'd want it on your infield. And having, Keith Worman and Chris Taylor back in the middle of our diamond, and having, Jared King and Steven Bruno back on the corners of our infield, I think is a real advantage for us. And, their experience will help us pull us through some ball games and some difficult points during this season. We lost 70% of our innings off the mound, which is really unique in college baseball. And what this has done is it's created new opportunity for returning players. Players like Scott Silverstein, Whit Mayberry has really emerged. Brandon Klein has pitched very well for 2 years in our bullpen and in our rotation. And, guys like Kyle Crockett got some great experience last year. And then, there's going to be some that are going to have to emerge, like somebody like Artie Lewicki, who I feel had a great fall for us. I feel Justin Thompson can be a very, very good closer for us. I believe he has the mentality and the ability to do it. Shane Howley's a fourth year that's really emerged for us on the mound. He's got a really good arm. We do have some experience in that outfield, and I think that will be beneficial for us also. But we also have some youth that will be very, very exciting as those players develop. Reed Gragnani started a number of games for us in center field, and he's back there again this year. Colin Harrington got some really great experience last year, and so he's been playing left field for us. Mike Pappy's playing right field. You know, typically we're going to have a rookie in our designated hitter spot. Derek Fisher is a really exciting player. You know, this kid, you know, has as much power as you can get to college baseball. One of the true first years, Nate Irving, is really doing well. You know, he's a bright, intelligent kid, and he's doing a nice job behind the plate. And he's been spelled at times by Keith Werman, who actually was a high school catcher. And, you know, he's getting a chance to bump back behind the plate a couple of times. And, you know, we have two other capable catchers in Chase Mitchell, who's a junior college transfer, and another first year by the name of Brandon Downs. I really believe that we have the talent to have a very successful ball club this year, and we just need to continue to gain the experience in order to play consistent winning baseball.
Coming up after the break.
Our men's swimming team won their 5th consecutive ACC championship. Here are the highlights.
Dominate, 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 dominate.
This one was perhaps the most frustrating one that we've gone through. You know, we made a lot of mistakes. We were very much our own worst enemy, and quite frankly, I don't know how we managed to win. We were very, very fortunate. We were able to somehow capture this one. Somehow, some way it worked out. It's great to win. It's great for our seniors. It's a good learning experience for a lot of the young athletes on our team. We brought 9 athletes to this meet that had never been here before, and I hope they learned a little bit about what the pressure of a big-time meet is and what it takes to perform at this level. The conference as a whole was just outstanding. Everybody brought outstanding athletes and performed really well.
Our softball team is off to a great start. Last week they competed in the Cavalier Invitational. Here is the recap.
It would have been 8 weeks on the road if we hadn't tried to play in late February. So really it was important for us to not be on the road that much, obviously, just wear and tear, missing class. And it's always nice to play at home. We didn't start off the strongest that we normally do. I think the delay actually gave us a chance to focus in. It's a class day, it's a Friday, so sometimes we don't have them totally in the present as far as being on the field in softball. So I thought the delay gave us a good chance to refocus, especially taking a look at the pitchers for Ohio for a little bit longer, knowing their game plan and refocusing. No matter what the score, I don't feel like we're ever out of it. I think this team's a little bit different than teams in the past. We have a pretty good swagger. We have strong pitching, and offensively we have good table setters with the slappers and speed, and then we have good power. You know, with the middle of the lineup towards the end, and at any point, even the slappers at any point can hit one out. We didn't have the long ball in the second game. We had the long ball in the first game, but the second game was definitely timely hitting. We did put a lot of people on, but we definitely came through with timely hitting. Today we didn't play our best ball, but we get 2 wins the hard way. You need a little adversity because obviously it's not an easy schedule from here on out. I mean, it's not an easy schedule for us anytime, but definitely it allows us to know that we can come back and we take these 2 games and take it into the weekend.
Thanks for watching Cavalier Sports Weekly. We have some great home games this week, so come out and support the Cavaliers. Men's lacrosse hosts Syracuse on Sunday and Vermont on Tuesday at Clarkner. Baseball hosts Virginia Tech next weekend, and women's lacrosse hosts North Carolina next Saturday. We'll be back next week with more highlights and great stories from Virginia athletics. I am Jontel Evans, and until next time, go Hoos!
Cavalier Sports Weekly is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by Virginia Lottery, helping Virginia's public schools. And by the UVA Health System, dedication beyond measure. And by the Virginia Athletics Foundation. You are the foundation.